this is Palico Patch and welcome back to more of Rimworld Alpha 16. And after the very hectic start to this series, it's plateaued a little, things have slowed down, things have become more manageable, and we have, more importantly, a kind of plan. Nothing too abstract right now, but there is something that I definitely need to be cracking on with, and that is to set up my stockpile zones and my crafting areas, which is what I've done off camera very quickly in between takes. This be it. We are going to be having two crafting piles here. We also have our dumping zone, which is all blocks for the time being. It's going to stay as that, and then the guy will be able to go into here, get what he wants, and then take it over to here if need be. What I'm thinking of doing though is, once I'm getting through a few blocks, is maybe making this into a separate zone. So we'll have chunks on one side, blocks on the other, and that way we can look at getting it all from the one area. But as it stands right now, we can't do that. We only have zip chunks. So we'll probably end up mining this away, just so I can split this into two separate areas. That's going to be where the stockpile zone is, which we might as well crack on with doing straight away. But first we need to get this this wall up and running. So, with that being said, let's crack on with this. Now, in order to be able to make this into a room, we're going to have to do all this in one foul swoop. So it's going to look a little bit like that. Now, we are cutting stuff down still, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue, but we are definitely going to have to move over to brick in the very near future, because we are running out of near trees. There's a fair few up here, but even so, it's not something I want to do too much of, because the further they are away, the more chances of something happening whilst they're out in the middle of the sticks. And that's never good. That's never good. Are you guys going to... Are we up sleeping? But I think in itself that it's going pretty well. I may end up replacing all this with stone on the inside. I'm definitely going to pull a security wall around them. But priority right now is getting these stockpiles sorted. A lot of this stuff is deteriorating, which isn't good. Isn't good, because we can't sell it. So really we need these walls to go up as soon as we can, which they're thankfully doing. I think that's big enough to allow it to not be any issues as far as roofing's concerned. But we'll see in a second. But what we'll have to do, let's take you out there, else we're not going to be able to get around. And then we're probably going to have to look at making some clothes, because Big Red, well, he's not too happy because he's broken up with his girlfriend, and he's pretty hot, which is, considering he's naked, you'd have thought that'd be a bit weird, but there you go. It's only 35 degrees, that's a lovely day. It's a lovely day. Rebuffed by Princess and rebuffed by Masculine. Ah, Trev's getting it on with the ladies. Boom. You go, Trev. Pimp daddy. Pimp daddy. Right, so are we enclosed now? Are we indoors? No, we're still outdoors. Do I need to... Yeah, obviously this is too big. Maybe I need to put a door on that to enclose it. We'll try that. Or is that just too big an area? There we go. There goes the roof. Okay, so now that's done, we can move our stockpile zone. Hang on, I'm busy. So we can move our stockpile zone inside, so we get rid of those. I could make it larger, couldn't I? I can make the whole zone 10 by 10. That makes sense. Are these trees cuttable? Those are cheeky. And we need to basically take everything we've got there. Oh, we're putting food in there and everything. Well, we can afford to be a bit better than that now, so we'll get rid of that. So we want no food in there. Don't want rotten, really. Manufacturing's fine. Drugs, we're keeping in the freezer, aren't we? So we can get rid of that. Medicine we don't really want in there. Textiles is good. Raw items are okay. No chunks. Raw resources. No, we don't want stone blocks in there. Or wood. We're going to keep those in a separate area down here. Or steel, really. Plasteel's quite valuable, so we'll keep that down there. No body parts. That's another good point. We need body parts here. Back to this one, though. Thunderbow horns, fine. Neurotrainer, yes. Apparel, weapons. No chunks. Human-like corpses? No! And that will be... That'll be normal, because all that'll get moved into there at some point. We then need to mine out that there and put up that there. Right, that's that all good. Now, mad animal. What's going on? A local rat has gone mad. Manhunting. Going for Talbot. Talbot? Come stand here. Princess. You're the army type. Big Red. Now, between you three, you should be able to take him out. At least, that's what I'm thinking. Hey! Okay, you guys can go. You can, however. Big Red, seems you're the last one to get there. There's your punishment. So that's going to get mined out. We can sort that out afterwards. I will end up cutting that. I don't think it's worth... No, it's definitely not worth doing that. So we'll cancel that now. We can deconstruct that, and that's just our stockpile zone. Ostrich one dead. Why is no one holding the ostrich? So our stockpile zone is inside. How much wood do we have? 48. Have we cut down all that? Oh, there's loads of wood up there. We might need to get a bit of a haul on in a second. As it stands, though, start making our crafting rooms. Because these are still outside, aren't they? That's okay. We can live with that. So food's going okay. Power's okay for the time being. Still not happy with power in general, but not really in a position to argue at the moment. Saying that though, how's our research getting on? It's what, 2/3? I'd say it's about 2/3. And everyone's getting poisoned. But yeah, it's looking okay. I think we're about middle of the map now. But as soon as I've got geothermal power and I can see how big an area this is going to be, then I can look at expanding this way as well. How are we doing for components? We have no silver. Where's all our silver gone? This all needs to be starting to get hauled though. I might just leave him to it. Who's my hauler? Maskinen. What are you doing? Oh, you're hauling. Okay. I can make this my tailoring section, I suppose. And then we can put all the different levers into here. And then she can move the... or whoever makes the tailoring stuff into there. This is going to be my stone cutting one, that's for sure, for all this here. We can make a machining table, I suppose. Or we could just put a gap in here so we can get straight to the stockpile. That would also make sense. Right, so, Talbot. Shopkeep is hiding in his room. The final straw was very hot. Well, it was 43 degrees, you know, it's pretty crispy, all in all. Am I going to need, like, is there, like, coolers or anything we can... No, not really. Could probably do put some lights in at some point. It's very dark. They might like that. But the stockpile's been moved in, which is great. Big Red's moving on the mining okay. Let's sort out this zone now, actually. So we want to delete that. And then if we do another dumping stop, well, we'll do that afterwards. This is fine. We need to make a stonecutter's table. Why is that outdoors? We'll set it indoors then. Clear no roof area. I think I need to actually put doors in order to get them to be roofed, and then it will sort itself out after that. So, for the sake of progress, we'll pop those in there. Right, so that's fine. Well, it's all gone quiet on the Western Front. We had all that stuff hit at us first thing when we weren't prepared for it. And now that we're in some sort of position where we can actually get on with stuff. Roofed? You roofed? Brightly lit. There must be... that's because I haven't built the doors yet. And now we're at a point where we can actually probably get on with it. Nothing's happening, which is a bit disappointing, but never mind. So we'll wait until Big Red's done this. He'll roof that off. Then we can open this back up again. We can, however, make any stone block forever. And we want to rein it in. That'll do. I just want to... No, we need to expand in, don't we? So, details... That's that sorted. Who's looking at breaking now? Talbot, what's wrong now? In darkness, yeah, we're going to work on that in a second. Feeling bad? Well, I can't help you feel bad, friend. Joy deprived. But you've got chess and horseshoes. My friend Lisa died. My friend Lover died. Ah, my lover Lisa died. That was the big one. Ended one season, 2 days. That's ridiculous. Well, not a lot I can do about that. You just need to get on with it, mate. Chin up and all that. Mad animals, Muffalo. Some sort of psychic wave has swept over the landscape. Your colonists are okay, but it seems many of the Muffalos in the area have been driven insane. Many? 2. Just 2. 2 I can handle. 2 I can handle. We do, however, need to expand our zone. Area 1 to incorporate all of this. Well, just in case. It might get set alight. That's my thinking about doing this. If it gets set alight, they can fix it from the inside. Yeah. And with that, we will need to restrict you all to Area 1. Right, so that's all indoors now. We can take you out and you out. So, Talbot. Up to there. Princess. Up to there. Big Red up to there. We got Muffalo to kill. Okay. Go. And back in again. That's fine. It's fine. We'll do it again in a second. Go. In. Quickly. Not single file. You push each other through the door. You treat it like Black Friday. That's the one down. Oh, shot. Okay, right. So, you guys can go. Big Red. Consume? Oh, right, because we've still got the restriction on. So, unrestrict. So, Big Red. You grab the guy. Trev. No, you don't want to rescue. I need to kill. More food. Awesome. Still cold in there? I'm so paranoid that this this is going to get warm all of a sudden. Go on, get him. In the face. In the face. Excellent. What the hell are you doing? Consuming the Muffalo corpse. Haul the Muffalo. Not eat the Muffalo. My life. Bunch of animals, I tell you. Right, so this is set up now. We were going to open that up. So let's do another zone. There. Now, that is going to be not rotten. No. So we want stone blocks and plant matter? No, we don't want that. We want stone blocks and wood. Do we want wood? No, we don't want wood. Just stone blocks there. And that will be preferred. Then this one is just chunks. No. No rotten. And that is preferred. So that's all good. Then we can do... So we've got our stone block. What else can we build on production? Got a research base bench going. Tailoring bench. Electric tailoring bench. Right, let's do the maths, okay? So, if that works at 50% of that, but when that has no power to it, it runs at 4% of what it could be, that's 60%. So that's still better than that, surely. But I need wood and steel. Wood and so wood's no issue. Steel is a little bit more awkward. Take you out of there. Anything else close? I'd say you are. And we'll take the components as well, because you never know with components. And then we'll look at making an electric one, I think. Because we're going to do it at some point anyway. So if we put that there... Oh, alas, another heat wave in summer. Well, this is going to be terrible. We've got low medicine. Is anyone not... Oh, it's not built yet. Big Red's doing the steel. That's going to be up soon enough. So we've got nothing else we can really build in here for the time being. So let's do another zone. And it will be... there. And that is just going to be for levers. Wool. Or textiles. That's all. That's all that's going to be. And then that'll put the clothes into there, which is great. We'll start getting stuff made up soon. We need to run some power around, so let's do power next. We're going to need steel for power. We'll give it a sec. They're hard at work. We'll give it a sec on that. So, oh man, I don't know what we got now. A local boomalope. Just the one. Just the one. Okay. Let's get you guys together first. We want to try and keep this guy away from the base. Being a fiery boomalope and all. And ideally we want to kill it whilst it's still with a rain, fundy, stormy type thing. Because if it's raining, it's going to put the fire out straight away. Let's zoom in on the action. I don't think we're going to need a... Boom! And that's how we do that. Is Talbot really my best shot? Yeah, he is. Okay, so, Big Red. You know what you got to do. What are you consuming? Why do you like eating... Oh, because it's burning. Okay, well you carry on. It'll be out in a second. Come on, Rain. Do your thing. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I suppose Big Red could just pull it out before it burns up completely. He's still on fire. Come on, Big Red. Hey, right, okay, so. There we go. All is well. So we've got our stockpiles. This will get sorted eventually. Princess is hard at work crafting. Is it Red? You're probably best being crafting than Princess. I'm sure Princess has got better things to be getting on with. Cutting. Yeah, I'll drop you down to 3. I'd rather you hauled. How are we doing for wood? We have no wood. No wood at all. Would it be greedy to have 2 stone crafting tables going? Probably. Alright, okay, so let's bring this down to there. This will all change when geothermal goes up. Who's my researcher and why aren't you researching? Maskinen. What are you doing? Hauling. Knock you up to research. We need to get on top of that. So it's still taking down that. That's fine. We can deconstruct that in a second. Oh yeah, my door got blew off. We need to pop you back in. Who's upset now? Talbot? Oh, Big Red. What's up, friend? You ate it. Okay. I had to eat a corpse without even butchering or cooking it. It was horrible. Why did you eat? What is this fascination with you eating stuff? Ate without table. Oh, fair enough. There is five people and only 4 spaces. So I dig that. I can understand that. Maybe it's a case that we need to upgrade our table then. We can also get rid of that because we only have the doggy dog. So how big's the table? A table? A long table? Right, okay. So we need to move you to there. You to there. No. You to there. You to there. You to there. You can be... I'm never going to want this again, am I? Deconstruct that. And we'll have the long table there. We'll have... In fact, no, that doesn't even make sense either, does it? You are fine. No, you are fine there. You are fine there. You are fine there. You are fine there. You need to move to there. You need to move to there. You can stay there for the time being. That's going to be deconstructed. This will become a longer table. Everything will be okay with the wall. People can still get in. The dog is okay in the corner by himself. Or, that's the same, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's still going to be in the way. Is it? Can I not count? So that's 4 there. That's 3 there. Oh, so we're forever going to have that issue. That's fine. Love. Love between Trev and Princess. Hey! Love. It's a beautiful thing, you know. Beautiful thing. You guys are going to have the double bed. Come on, Big Red. Get back with Maskinen. Do a Ross and Rachel. Yes. See, what I might end up doing is making this a growing area. I don't know. We're doing okay for growing. I just don't like the fact it's outside. Thankfully, I haven't had any bad raids for the time being, which means that they're attacking our crops. But that might become a definite issue in the future. Big Red's not happy. What's up, Big Red? Very hot. 51 degrees. So what can we do with this then? So is there any way of... So I thought that one of the new things was like a cooler... maybe I was wrong. I thought you did like a cool thing. What's the word? Auto doors, coloured lights, electric smelting, refining. Pemmican? What the hell is that? Oh, passive cooler, that's what it is. Make passive coolers a way to cool indoor spaces without using electricity. I think that's probably going to be over geothermal power. Because this is becoming a bit of a nightmare. And then we can just pop them in the doors. Is it worth doing now? It's 400. See, that was 7. Well, it's almost done though now she's concentrating. Now we'll let that go. And then once she's done, we'll work on the passive coolers. As it stands, it's probably going to... Because it is only a heat wave as well, which doesn't help. What blocks do we have? Lots of granite. So we can start making a wall soon as well, which is pretty cool. But not as cool as they'd want it to be. Batteries are full. Wowza. It's really struggling to get the temperatures down here. We might lose all that. Not a lot I can do about that. Trev, what are you doing? Cleaning dirt. Research finished. Awesome. The basics of working with delicate complex electronics. This unlocks the high-tech research bench, comms console and other research projects like tube televisions and crypto sleep caskets. Wicked. Cooler. So, as far as the extra fancy research bench is concerned, high-tech bench with computers and electronic measuring equipment. Right, requires power. How big be you? Ah, my room's not big enough anymore. We could pop into that room. That'd work. That could be another bedroom, I suppose. Okay. Okay. In which case... Oh, who's idle? Trev's idle? What are you supposed to be doing, Trev? If you're not building, you're growing. If you're not growing, you're hauling. If you're not hauling, you're cutting. If you're not cutting, you're cleaning. You can't craft. Can you mine? We'll get you mining. Don't you hunt? Oh, big red. Haven't set you up properly, have we? There we go. You're a good constructor too. So you're going to craft. Then you'll... Could you be constructing before crafting? Mining after that's fine. Yeah, the rest is fine. Don't suppose you can talk to people very well, can you? We could probably do... Oh, Trev can't handle. That would have been useful. 4, 2, 3, 2. Okay, so Trev's got nothing to do. Let's give him something to do. What can you haul? What can you... Did I just set him to mine? I set him to mine, okay. Well, let's give him some to mine then. Take those components out. A little bit of steel there. There we go. That should keep you busy. Why is there no wood being hauled? Wood doesn't deteriorate, does it? It does deteriorate. Okay. Well, I suppose for the time being then, well, no, let's use up the wood. Let's put some floors down. So I'm pretty happy the way this is looking. So to there, to there. You can all be wooded up, I suppose. Why not? Why not? That's all permanent. Not sure about this area yet. We might expand upon that. But all the rest is good. Hello! You're just literally passing through. Okay. Where are you from? Female Town Guard of Democratic Unification of Hatalenta. Big words. So can anyone harvest this? Is it not 80% grown? My god, it takes a while. We've got no power to the tailoring bench either, which we'll probably need to do. Did we set that to... No, we didn't. Preferred. So that'll keep him busy as well. So all the textiles should come into there. We might even get around to actually being able to... train our husky in a second. So perhaps we'll find something useful in the wreckage. We have, ooh, herbal medicine. Very nice. That is needed, as it turns out, so that's good. So I'll use up a bit of the wood. It's all these blocks, though, which I don't like. Is wood generally a nicer looking... work to build. Doesn't say on beauty. Environment display. Here we go. So 1.6 gets uglier. Oh, is it because it's dirty? Okay. So what about bedrooms? 0.2. That's not too bad. Ah, that's why. You know what we haven't been doing, folks? We haven't been expanding our home zone. There we go. everyone is now relatively okay over the world. That'll do. Heatwave is over as well. It's all going ever so lovely. Wood's going down. We can't be out of wood now, surely. We used up all that wood from there? No, still plenty. Still plenty. It might be worth building another one, though, at some point. Another stockpile just for wood. I don't really want to be using wood too much. That's the thing. All this stone will eventually be used up. We're on what? 4918 granite. So yeah, I was thinking of replacing all my outside walls with granite next. I think that's the next best thing to do. And then at least that way, if anything bad does happen, it's going to be a little bit more robust as far as, you know, lightning bolts or grenades or anything like that. And we could actually probably replace the doors with granite first. That would probably make the most sense. But yeah, we'll do it on the next episode. That's fine. This has been going on far long enough as it is. Thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated, and I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy. Waiting for